What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 773 Josh, and we are back with another video.
I used to be broke as a joke, now I'm having whatever I like. I still been fighting my demons, it's been one hell of a fight. I'm tired as hell, but I swear that I never get tired of trying. I'm cool as a wind, but I still can't let that nigga cross my line. Fuck what you heard, I don't care who you are. Came from the dirt, now I shine like a star. Ask how I'm doing, I'll tell you I'm fine. Look at my eyes, you can tell that I'm lying. Never thought that I would make it this far. I sing my little song as I play a guitar. Was writing this song and I ran out of time.
Man, YouTube, I'm tired of, I don't feel like I'm restarting, my last post was like, less than 2 weeks ago. So I don't feel like I'm doing too bad and as far as like completely starting again from scratch. But man, you guys, I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. This might be, when did I come out here? February. So we're literally approaching me being 2 months into Atlanta. This last month went by so fast, y'all. So I just want to give y'all a life update, business update, and kind of just let you guys know, where we're headed right now, moving forward as far as my content, as far as life, y'all. Man, these past 2 months have been maturing, if I could, just say that. It's been a lot of, not even just maturing, but also like clarity, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might think, me being away from home and not being super close to my parents, I mean, it might have matured me as far as like, just being more okay with like being alone. But more than that, it's been just like a lot of clarity. So me being put in certain situations and, certain experiences and conversations that kind of just gave me more clarity on myself, more clarity on like, where I'm trying to go, more clarity as far as business, more clarity as far as finances and just goals, really, you know what I mean? And so at this moment, y'all, like I'm excited. I'm confident that, life is, progressing in the right direction. I'm confident, I'm excited that, as far as my content, the content is going to get better. The content is going to get more exciting, and I'm going to really start to be able to drop and produce the things that I really want to do. I don't know why it's so hard for me to focus. Is it the coffee? Like I maybe it's because I'm outside. Like I'm from Chicago, y'all. So it's important for you to watch your surroundings. I'm in Atlanta and it's a nice neighborhood, so I don't really think that I gotta be too much worried. But I think it might be a mixture of like coffee, ADHD, and Chicago instinct right now that got me not being able to just look at the camera. But if I'm veering off, y'all, just know that it might be one of those three things. But as far as, like I said, right now, I'm just kind of really clear about the direction that I'm going right now. I got to give a big shout out to, just like the people that surround me, my personal mentor, Rich off the net, just has been like, just a big blessing in my life for these past 4 years. And, now we're closer than ever. It's like a day-to-day process, where, we're working together. He's giving me, hands-on guidance as far as my life, as far as business, as far as my goals, and, just developing really, you know what I mean? But, y'all, so let's first talk about personal. Personally, y'all, this has been very much needed for me, just being put in an environment that's, kind of far from home, but it ain't nothing for me to fly back home. I got my own car, I could drive back home, so it ain't nothing that's like forcing me to stay away from home. But it's something that got me motivated to like get back home in a sense, you know what I mean? So like right now I moved to Atlanta, so I live here now, but I want to be in a position goal-wise personally to where I have a house back home in Chicago. I have a home here, and, just life-wise as well. Late last year I lost my grandmother, and, now my grandfather, he's still here, but now he's, kind of like alone. He's actually still kind of been alone, but yeah, so pretty much, like now he's alone as far as my grandmother no longer being here. And so he actually just moved in back home with my parents right now. So it's been a lot with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to get too deep in it, as far as like, just what's going on personally. But so like that happening, kind of covered like a lot of like, uncertainty and unsurety of like, like, okay, should I be here or should I go back home and just kind of wait, a little bit longer before I do the things that I'm trying to do here. And so him, being home with my parents, it gave me a lot of comfort that, he's getting taken care of the way that he needs. And, he's not lonely. He's not alone. My siblings is there. You know what I mean? So, but right now, I got a goal of, getting a home back home. And also, being here to where I could go back and forth, because now with him being home, it ain't as much space, so if I go back home, I'm not trying to be cluttered and crowded, and, I want to be able to be comfortable when I'm home and able to visit. There's a lot of bugs over here, y'all. But, yeah, so as far as personally, y'all, I'm doing good. I'm happy right now. And I'm very confident in where life is going, how I'm improving personally. I've been going to church every single Sunday. And, my relationship with God and my relationship with myself has been getting stronger. Now, as far as business, y'all, man, it's been a long time coming, y'all, to where, I just got the clarity that I need in my business. And I kind of know. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to work on. And it's not that I've never had that, but it's been like bits and pieces. And so now the pieces of the puzzle are coming together to where I now know in unison what I need to do. Now I know what like my day-to-day really, really should look like for me to make progress in those multiple different things: my personal production, my community and team production, my marketing and content. And it's just like now I'm clear. Like even today, I'm sitting at a cafe. I was inside and now I'm outside, and I've been sitting out here for the past maybe like 4 hours. Not 4 hours, maybe I think it's been like 4 hours actually. And so I just came up with like a schedule for the day, a game plan of what it is that I'm about to do today. And so business, y'all, the business is growing. New leaders are emerging, and, things is just flowing. Things is just happening. And, I want to give all glory to God, because I could have gave up. I could have not seen this moment through. And I was in church today, and he was just talking about the valleys. He was talking about, that moment where you're going through it. It's meant to mature you, and it's meant to give you wisdom, opposed to like break you and, take you down. It's meant to build you up, really. And so I feel like within these past 4 years, I went through my valleys. I went through my moments of, being completely lost in my business, my highs that I thought was my highs, but now me realizing that's bare minimum for myself. And, I'm just at a good place right now in my business as well. And then, financially, business leads into finances. Your personal well-being, your personal mindset and clarity plays a role into your finances. And so right now I'm diving into a space where, I'm really going to be building my credit more and, just doing more in that area as well, too, to where I'm not just focused on my own personal income and using my income to take care of my life, but also leveraging multiple different avenues of OPM, which is other people's money. So, right now, you guys, it's April. So I got big goals, y'all. Closing out even this month. We got a few more days in the month of April. May is going to be a big month for me. I'm claiming it, and I'm feeling it right now. Month is going to be that month. May is going to be that month. We're supposed to be going to France in May. So, as far as my YouTube channel, I'm really ready now to document my journey, show y'all the day-to-day process, train my community through my content here, and give value to just the world through my content here, whether it's faith, whether it's personal, whether it's business, whether it's finance, whether, all of that. Like I'm really ready to just give y'all all around content now, and just document the journey for myself to even go back to and kind of just look at myself and be proud of where it is that I am, and just the direction of where it is that I'm going. And I'm ready to also start showing y'all the people that's around me, showing y'all the success of my community, showing y'all, putting my mentor, doing videos with my mentor, and just the new people and the connections that I start to make out here in Atlanta. I feel like the first 2 months was really just me getting a feel for things and finding myself in this new environment and in this new moment of my life. And so now I'm ready to kind of consistently produce, in this environment. So I feel like, the first month or two was me trying to find my lane of production. Like, okay, well, how should I systemize myself, systemize my day, systemize my schedule, systemize my content, and so, man, y'all, we're there. We're here. We made it. And it's still so early in the year, y'all. Like, oh my God, bro. I feel like I done already lived a full 2025 right now. But it's go time, y'all. It's go time. I'm about to enter a season of just massive production and massive commitment, so that my goals could come quicker. And so, like, I'm confident that even now, with my balance, as far as like business and pleasure and stuff like that, but I feel like the main balance that I need right now, that I have, is business, family, and business, family, and faith, but faith comes first. My faith in God, and just going to church, and just now diving deeper into the word, and being confident in my relationship with God, and confident in the decisions and the things that's happening in my life from God. And just like my family right now, like, things ain't perfect, but I'm content right now. I'm content. I'm not complacent, but I'm content. Like, I'm happy that my grandfather is, under the same roof as my parents. I'm happy that I could go home now, and I could go home, and when I go home, I see my parents, I see my siblings, I see my grandfather, and it's giving me the peace that I need to really grind. Because sometimes when family ain't taken care of, sometimes, and it's not, like I said, it's not 100%. I feel like some people, they make excuses for things not being 100%, before they kind of have peace with it. But it's not 100%. But I'm at that point to where I have peace with it, to where, like, I could just wake up and not be worried. Wake up and, just be okay with giving it to God. I know that might sound crazy, because at the worst of the worst, you should be okay with giving it to God, but we human, you know what I'm saying? Humans worry, and I'm now at a point where I could worry less. But y'all, this is about to be one hell of a year. Like, I cannot lie to you. Like, I'm stamping it. Y'all hearing it right now in this moment, and I'm ready to document it, because I'm nowhere near where I'm gonna be. But this is about to be one hell of a year, right? One hell of a year. I'm planning in this next month, this next 30 days, like, business is going to double and triple. Income is going to double and triple. And, the success stories that come from my community is going to double and triple. So, I'm claiming it right now, man. And I just wanted to make this video as I start this brand new week and start posting more consistently, giving y'all various, different variety of content. And yeah, y'all, so this is just quick video. It's been about 12 minutes. I ain't yapped too much, and I feel like I covered a lot of important things, but this is my start to just documenting my journey out here in Atlanta, just showing y'all the progress of the things that we're about to do, and the success that we're about to create. But yeah, y'all, it's go time. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned with me, turn on post notifications, join my free Telegram group if you are somebody that wants to get into investing, business, entrepreneurship, all of that stuff. If you live in Atlanta and you want to connect, hit me up, let's connect. But man, I'm finna go back to the house. I think I'm about to go shopping, get some groceries, like, just come up with a game plan as far as food. That's what I'm really about to get done tonight. I'm about to, really do laundry, clean, and just go into this brand new week with clarity. Like, I got to do my content schedule, finalize that as far as what videos that I want to post, what topics I want to hit throughout the week. But I already got my schedule as far as productivity to do business and to, go to the gym and, spend time with God as well too. So I got that out the way. And now it's just like the physical things, I just got to go home and just make sure that my food is there, so when I wake up, I know what type of breakfast I could have. I don't gotta, because last week, oh my God, y'all, waking up trying to go to the gym, then I'm like, damn, I'm hungry, so now I gotta go get, I forgot I ran out of this, now I gotta go get this in the beginning of the week and in the morning, and then I got training calls, and it just gets so stressful and overwhelming, y'all. But it's okay, because when you prepare, proper preparation lead to poor performance. Last week we had a half decent performance, and I could just only imagine if I prepare the way that I'm preparing now. Next week this upcoming week is about to be an amazing week, y'all. So hit that like button, y'all. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of our content. And I'm gonna start dropping more videos and just chat with y'all about what's going on personally, while I drop like the informational content and just like the in the moment content. I'm gonna still keep making like reflection videos like this for y'all. But man, y'all, it's your boy 773 Josh, right? And I'm checking out. Let me get my bag, y'all. My car is running. My phone was about to die. I had like a two, like, I ain't gonna lie, it's been like an hour and 30 minutes maybe. I'm gonna double check that I was on the phone with my pops. And, me and my dad get to talking. I love it, man, because, I feel like I'm an adult now. I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? And so me and my dad, we have men conversations now, to where, I feel like we kind of both pour into each other. He's always gonna be that fatherly support that I need. And I feel like, I've matured and I've gotten experience in business and life and just working with people to where, I'm capable of pouring back now. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend y'all get to that point, man. If y'all got fathers, if y'all fathers in y'all life, if y'all got that male figure in your life, don't just develop to pour into yourself, but develop to where you could be able to pour into people that even older than you, because maturity is not about an age, but it's an experience thing. And so, I've been through experiences. I've traveled the world, thank God, and I've done, things that, my parents haven't even been able to do yet. So, it's a blessing, y'all. But quick thumbnail, and I'm finna head home, y'all. So I'm not gonna vlog this. I don't think it's really much to vlog. I'm gonna just edit this video, upload it. It ain't gonna even be much edits. Video gonna just drop, intro, outro maybe. But I'm finna head to the store, prepare the rest of this week, and yeah, y'all. I might drop I think I'm definitely gonna drop a Instagram vlog of today. I went to church today, came here, stuff like that. So I'm gonna post that, and just start doing daily Instagram vlogs as well too. So if y'all want to see what the rest of today look like, definitely go follow me on Instagram at 773.josh, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. We are out.
Nowadays all of my enemies wanna be friends.